All right, talking about this nor'easter or this lack thereof, low pressure system that's forming here in the northeast. This is mainly going to be a coastal rain event and snow in the higher elevations. So these winter storm warnings in the dark blue, I think in a way are misleading because I think this is involving the majority parts where the higher elevations are. You can see the capital region here, Albany, all the way up through Lake George and Screwen Lake. You're not going to see anything of any kind of winter precipitation according to this. We're not even in a winter weather advisory for the capital region. So several inches of heavy wet snow snarled travel Thursday in Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, where dozens of vehicles were stuck or disabled on US 33 north of Charlottesville. Elsewhere in Virginia, some flooding was reported in Richmond metro area as the coastal storm dropped heavy rain across the mid-Atlantic region. Here's what to expect through Saturday. Friday, expect the storm to track towards Maine or Nova Scotia while continuing to intensify. So this thing's going to continue to get worse as it goes further north into the United States. Cold air will spill through the interior parts of the Northeast and Appalachians from Canada. That should allow rain to change to a mix or snow on Friday into Friday night. West Virginia to western and northern Pennsylvania, western central to upstate New York, northwestern Connecticut, western Massachusetts, Vermont, western and northern New Hampshire, and interior Maine. We'll see the snow, the change from rain to snow. Many areas will convert entirely to snow Friday into early Saturday. Stronger winds are also likely across much of the Northeast, adding a chill in the air through Saturday. Snow will persist in the Adirondacks and St. Lawrence Valley of the upstate New York and northern New England. Snow will come to an end by late day Saturday. A lot of speculations on accumulations. Again, you're seeing that foot or higher. That is going to be in the higher elevations. Albany, the capital region, you're talking about maybe an inch of snow. This is going to be mainly a rain event. We're expecting in this area up here in the Northeast anywhere from 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. The coastal cities will see way more rain than we will here in the interior as well. And let's go ahead and move on over to our GFS outlook part of our broadcast, if it shows up. All right, that wasn't it. All right. There's our storm, low pressure system, setting up nicely. Definitely has the makings of a nor'easter. GFS, I think, is a little misleading with all the snow that we're getting on the return. I do believe that's going to be more rain than snow. And these darker shades of blue, you're looking at the higher elevations in Adirondacks and upstate New York. And right behind this is a low pressure system trying to get something together here in Colorado and in Nebraska, Kansas. And it kind of stalls out and just, kind of flickers back and forth as the other storm moves offshore. By Monday, early next week, we're going to have scattered showers across the Midwest. The Northwest, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, see some snow showers. And then as this low pressure system finally kind of tries to get something together by Monday, late Monday, it looks like you'll get snow near the Toledo area in Ohio, Cleveland, Erie, Pennsylvania, lower part of New York. We will see ice mixing in as well into Tuesday night. Scattered rain showers across the south, nothing too heavy. And then there's another storm system moving in on the northwest. This low pressure system moves up into Canada, ridges up into Canada. So all that moisture is basically riding that ridge and avoiding most of the U.S. until about Friday next week, where we have another low pressure system, a monster storm, that's going to bring rain in the southern part and snow, heavy snow, across Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. Once again, could be looking at blizzard-like conditions. This storm moves all the way through Friday, March 29th into Saturday, and look at the amount of moisture that this one low pressure system that the GFS forecast is indicating. That's a wide span. This storm looks kind of nasty next Saturday, and if any indications are correct on this, this could be a storm to watch. Right now, the bulk of the bad stuff is going to be in Canada, like Toronto, Quebec, Montreal. the tail end of this on April 1st, yeah, here's your April Fool's Day. It's going to be snowing in northeastern part of the United States. Also, Wisconsin, light snow. Same in Minnesota. Colorado, April Fools, no spring weather for you, light snow. And also, pretty chilly weather, if you ask me, especially this time of year. High pressure trying to dominate most of the country. A quick clipper system moves to the northeast. Once again, look at this. We've got another low pressure system diving down from Canada, combining with a low pressure system over the central part of the United States, moving across the Midwest, into the south, and once again a mess in the northeast as we head into the 5th of April. And another powerful low pressure system that's going to bring tons of moisture at the tail end. But guys, it's April 6th, and we're still talking about snow chances. Very erratic snow chances in the north and the northeast, but decent chances in Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, parts of southern Canada, Alberta, BC, Toronto, Quebec, up through April 6th. And, you know, I've been kind of babying this and saying, oh, winter's over, guys. Spring's here. It's starting to warm up. And, you know, not really. Temperatures are starting to moderate a little bit across the United States. But if you look at the green, guys, that's still 30s and 40s. These are overnight lows. Here's our daytime highs for Tuesday. Now, let's go ahead and update this little guy here. There we go. All right, that's better. So, I mean, most of the country is still in the 30s and 40s. We're in mid-March, guys. We're heading into April, and we're still averaging temperature, even in the south. Look at this. 62, 64, 68, not bad. Northern parts of Texas, 52 for the high. That's chilly. Moving through March, average March temperatures staying solid in the 40s and 30s through much of the United States. And March 22nd, we have some cold Arctic air that's trying to make its way in the northeast once again. That warmer air is fighting it back every night, but as our daytime highs continue to increase throughout March, there's some Arctic air trying to make its way into the United States at this point. Now, as we march forward to the 29th, we start to see the northwest get a little bit cooler, a warm up in the Midwest going into the northeast. Look at this. I'm crossing my fingers now. We're seeing some 70 degrees temperatures in the capital region here. Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, this is more like it. But the rest of the country behind it, there's a cold front, 30s and 40s. Still. This front moves through on the 31st, bringing cold air with it as it passes through. And on April 1st, like I said, we'll be looking at snow in some places. Temperatures will still be freezing. By April 3rd, still in the 40s and 50s. By the 5th, you'd think it'd start to get a little bit warmer, but no, it looks to me like cold air is still trying to force its way down in the United States. So April 6th, starting to look like spring a little bit more, but still chilly, if you ask me. And with all the moisture that we have coming, we're going to be monitoring, once again, how late farmers are going to be in the fields this year. I'm going to put this on loop just to give you an idea. We've got our fair share of moisture throughout every part of the United States this coming week or two. Northwest, Southwest, Central Plains, Northern Plains, Ohio Valley, the South, the Northeast several times, and even Florida. So equal distribution of precipitation. But this is normal for spring, right? We get rain. April showers brings May flowers, right? Hopefully we can get in the fields too by a decent time as well. Because Mari and I were highlighting about the damage done in Nebraska. We guessed it was going to be close to $1 billion of damage. The next day, Mari did an update video, and indeed it was $1 billion in damage to Nebraska and other areas surrounding farms. Farmers losing not only their crops, but their grain and their silos washed away by floods. They can't even replant fields, guys. They're still waiting on financial aid from 2018 as well. That has not been completed. That bill is being hung up in our Congress and Senate. And that's a shame, because that's what's really affecting the true Americans right now, is the farmers of this country. Right now, they don't have any support. That's frightening. That's the one thing that I don't feel like we're moving fast enough on, is how to assist during these natural disasters, during these damaging storms that cause millions and billions of dollars of damage to not only just property and land, but to farmers' livelihoods, to the possibility of food security. Prices go up everywhere when you lose crop like this. So, if anything, I hope we start getting some more help for our farmers of the nation. Our farmers of the world all over need the help. That's the truth. Looking at our El Nino 3-4 region, not much change, guys. Staying steady as she goes at 0.883 above baseline. Now, the criteria of El Nino is several months running at the 0.5 or higher range. And then you've got a 3-month period after the 3 to 5 months of the 0.5 or higher. You're supposed to be between 0.8 and 1.2 for 3 months or more for an official El Nino to kick off. And right now, guys, like we've been saying from day one, we are looking at a Modaki El Nino, a very weak to a very slight moderate El Nino. Nothing to write home about, guys. This is not going to cause our atmosphere to warm up that much. We could see temps drive up a little bit this summer. It's possible, but it's not going to be anything impressive on Dr. Roy Spencer's findings for this summer. We're not going to see any crazy peak or anything like that. I don't think so anyway. And I think people like TSM Solar Observations would also agree, along with other people who follow this channel. Still hard to believe we have that much snow on the ground. Slowly but surely that snow line is receding as we are getting closer to April, where we should see less snow on the ground at this point. But still, quite a bit of snow and ice on the ground as we speak, folks. Let's take a look at Arctic ice growth. We haven't looked at that in a while. I hate it when this happens. All right. Again, we're hovering above where we were last year, 2018, when everybody says we're not going to have any more ice anymore. Moving right along. We had some impressive growth to start 2019, and I believe next time this year we'll be talking about possibly some record growth for 2020. If we're already starting up this high than we were last year, let's see what happens for the rest of the season. We are winding down. It is going to start warming up, so we're not, hopefully, shouldn't see any more ice growth. We should see a steady decline like usual. And with that being said, I'm going to drag Mari over here, and it's the part where she likes to say hello and see how everybody's doing tonight. Mari, got any shout-outs tonight or anything like that?
Well, the chat has been interesting. We had some...
It's always interesting.
I mean... There's a line I draw in the chat. If you come in wrapped in aluminum foil above and beyond the typical cone hat, I'm sorry. I just don't have time for it. It's grand solar minimum. We have to just stick to the topic.
Stick to the topic.
It's been a tough night with that, Jake. Zero Tolerance, I'd like to thank you for the super chat. Your intro, Jake? We got some mixed emotions about
Well, they
that.
probably didn't like the...
Do you want the good reaction or the bad reaction first?
The fret buzz was probably annoying. Let's go with the bad reactions.
Okay, well, I only got two.
It's okay.
We'll go with the bad one first. Scott Melton says, whew, glad that's over. And then Feeling Lucky Duck says, that was epic. So that's your good and bad.
Well, it's not for everyone. It's for the few. And I just wanted to do something a little different. That's my tribute, I guess.
So, well, anyway. And we've had people compliment our chat. Like Mr. Crest says, I like the way I like the calm way this channel is. You know, that's because I'm very zen-like. I say, I don't know what it is, but we try to be respectful and peaceful here. So, hello everyone in the chat. We'll be back with our short solar update tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, yep.
We'll make sure we get that out. I know you guys missed that today. It's all my fault. Blame me, Jake.
No big deal.
All right.
You did good this week, Mari.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. A lot of folks are complaining they're not getting their notifications. My suggestion is to just tap on the bell and reapply that notification again. Hopefully it'll stick with you this time. With that being said, guys, we could be back Saturday night with a live show. I'm not holding my breath, but we will be back tomorrow morning with another solar update and a quick headline or two for you guys for Friday. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we will talk soon.